What's up, beautiful people, and welcome back to the channel. Before we get into this, please make sure you subscribe. If you're new here, my name is Izzy and I'm a journalist, and I make videos here on YouTube where I visit different animal shelters, as I do a lot of videos on animal-based topics and issues, and a huge part of that is visiting different animal shelters and finding out about the work they do and talking about different topics and issues that impact them. So if you are an animal shelter and you're based sort of up north, then please do get in touch if you would like to be featured in a video. Today I'm going to be visiting the Society for Abandoned Animals. Now, they're a shelter based in the more Sale area of Manchester, and they mainly rescue cats and rabbits, and they've actually got quite a lot of history behind them. The status goes all the way back to the 60s, so I'm going to head there today and find out a little bit more about their history, because there is a lot there to speak about, and sort of their journey since then, but also their hopes and plans for the future, and how different topics and issues impact the shelter as a whole. Last week when I went to visit Changing Lives, we spoke a lot about the cost of living, which is the main issue to do with pets in the news at the minute, and that's affecting a lot of shelters. I really want to get the Society for Abandoned Animals perspective on that as well as other topics and issues that they feel need awareness. Let's go to Society for Abandoned Animals and find out a little bit more. Arrived here at the Society for Abandoned Animals, and I'm going to find out a little bit more about the work they do. They've got rabbits here, they've got cats, as you can see. So yeah, I'm excited to find out a bit more. So tell me all about the Society for Abandoned Animals and where it all started.
So it was started by a lady called Peggy Henderson, who many years ago was asked to remove a load of cats and other animals, dogs, pets that were left behind when they made a major change in Hume with the housing situation there. And her role was, with some volunteers, went round, scooped up all the animals, and then immediately then tried to find homes for them. And it's kind of grown, so now that we sit in this Moseley Acre farm, and she bought this, and we used to home dogs. She had a horse at one point. She also had a pig, I believe, and of course all the cats and rabbits. And it wasn't unusual for her to open a kitchen drawer, because the bungalow was the office, it was her home. To open a drawer and find a bunch of mice in there, it wasn't unusual. She was so taken with all the animals, all types of animals. And then as time went on, and she passed away, she passed the society into a trust. So now it's got a trust looking after it, and this is what we do here. We make sure that on behalf of Peggy and the trust that we continue the work that she started all them years ago, really. We now only focus on cats and rabbits, but it's invaluable, the work that we do here. We always have to try and make sure that we take the cats in and the rabbits in and provide what they need to, and then find good homes for them.
And what is the main thing that you stand for here?
Well, we always make sure that we never put a healthy animal down. If we can find a treatment for them, at the vets, and we can get that treatment, then we make sure that we don't put any of the animals down, and we make sure that they get what it is that they need, whether it's just food, whether it's water, whether it's veterinary stuff, and we make sure that we find a good home for them. All the animals from here are always neutered, so we make sure that they've either been neutered or spayed. We make sure they get the full vaccinations. We make sure that they're chipped, because now it's law now for all cats to be chipped and neutered, and then we send them off to good homes, and that's kind of what we stand for here.
And what are the main challenges that you face here on a day-to-day basis that you feel need more awareness on?
The challenges that we face is people still don't think about the commitment that cats, and some people will think about dogs, not all the time, but in cats certainly, and rabbits are so complicated, you know, as creatures. People still think that, you know, it's okay to put a rabbit in a hutch in the back garden. Well, no, it's not. Rabbits need to be, they're social animals. They need to be in twos, they need to be in threes, they need to be together, they need to be in 6 by 10 foot pens, you know, and they can be indoor or outdoor. They don't have to be stuck in a hutch anymore. So that's the kind of education that we do. We'll try and go out to the schools, and we'll try and make sure that, you know, we start when they're young, so that they understand that there's a lot more than just having a rabbit in a hutch. And the same with cats. You know, cats are big commitments. They get ill, you know, like anybody else, and sometimes they can get seriously ill. There's lots of serious illnesses out there for cats, and again, it's just about understanding what can happen and how can you as an owner make sure that cat's going to be well cared for. Otherwise, you know, they could end up on the street, they could end up as strays, they could and they reproduce really, really quickly, and then before you know it, we've got, you know, a number of pregnant cats on our hands, young baby cats who are already pregnant and are having babies themselves, and then it all starts again, the cycle all starts again. So, you know, those are some of the challenges that we're finding that we're facing just recently.
So of course the cost of living crisis has had a massive impact on people keeping pets at the moment. Has that created a big demand for the shelter? How has that affected things here?
In the last week or so, we've found 2 sets of cats, fully grown cats, outside. People are desperate, so they're putting them in bags, boxes, and they're just leaving them. And we try not to judge, because, you know, there's a number of reasons why people do that, but a lot of it is because the cost of living, and they can't afford to feed, to keep, to, you know, to give them that medical treatment that they need. So we have found that, particularly in the last few weeks, that we're starting to see an increasing demand of people wanting to surrender the cats, wanting to surrender the rabbits, and it's a shame, because cost of living has got a lot to do with that.
And what are your sort of hopes and goals for the future of this place?
The main goal at the moment is to actually continue what we're doing. I mean, we know that we could fill these pens, you know, at least 5 times over. That we've got backlogs of cats. I think all sanctuaries are feeling that, you know, the same at the moment, and I think that they all wish that they could take in more and more. So the aim would be is just to keep going, and just to keep that, you know, what Peggy wanted going when she was alive, you know, just to make sure that these guys are all treated as well as they can be, get the best life that they can be, and obviously find the best home. So I think the future for us at the moment is just to continue to do that and keep it going.
Thank you so much to the Society of Abandoned Animals for taking part in this video and letting me speak to you guys. As I said in the beginning, if you love animals and you want to hear about different shelters, then please do subscribe. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.